Diane, I'm listening to a podcast, Black Lodge Trivia Night. I've never heard so many game aspirations in my life.
So at that point is when I decided that Yonkers didn't actually mean what I thought it meant. And that is how I decided who the Chicago Pope was going to be. So Italian beef means something else to the papacy now. So, hello everybody, and welcome to Black Lodge Trivia Night, where we talk about current events. Such as White Sox Pope.
In the filthiest way possible. Yeah. Everybody, welcome. This is Black Lodge Trivia Night.
Kind of like Creed's blog on The Office, where it's just Patrick thinks we've started recording.
It's just the Patrick outtakes. Be great.
But yeah, but officially, welcome to Black Lodge Trivia Night. I'm Art, and obviously we're here with a full house today. Patrick and Matt, how are you guys doing?
Peachy keen.
Doing well. How you doing?
Doing all right. Let's get into it, huh? No. So, doing all right.
That's when I kicked the dog.
That's right. Kicking dogs, baby. You won't be able to see it yet, probably because of how I put this together, but we're going to be doing some more Cold War espionage tonight. But before we get into that, we have to take care of some business. Are you gentlemen ready for some trivia?
If it's not Chicago Pope trivia, I'm going to be really disappointed.
It is not Chicago Pope trivia.
Fuck. Okay,
here we go. On May 6th, 2023,
that was 2
Black
years
Lodge
ago.
Trivia Night launched its first video. We are now here at our second anniversary.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like typical men, you both forgot. But
I completely did.
Here's tonight's question. How many unique systems have we played?
Oh, shit.
The correct answer is whoever gets closest, and you can go over. We're not going to do any of that Price is Right $1 shit. So, how many unique systems have we played?
Patrick?
15.
Okay, Patrick was 15. Matt, did you say something?
Oh, I said Patrick.
Oh, okay.
You guys played a bunch while I was out.
I'll say...
If you say 14, I'm going to come to Kansas City and kick you in the ass.
I was going to say 14. I think 16's one too high. I think that's too high. I'm going to go 14.
God fucking damn it.
All right.
I don't think we've played over 15. Systems?
Okay, but
unique systems.
All right, hold on.
14.
Before you say it. All right. So we had the jazz one. We had Call of Cthulhu. We had Midnight Melodies, by the way. Midnight Melodies, Call of Cthulhu, Cymberum, this one, Mythras.
I'm going 17.
Okay. All right. This man's changing his thing because I'm starting to list stuff.
All right. So we've got 15 for Patrick, 17 for Matt. Final answers?
Yes.
Yeah.
The correct answer is 19.
Oh, shit.
19
Boom.
unique systems. And some of them are like Long Dark Space Between the Stars. Sometimes it's like...
That was our first one.
Yep. Conspiracist, it shows up for a couple.
Second one.
Yep. And then, it's not entirely fair because we also did ones like I did Rune, I did Entity. So there's...
Also counts.
Yeah. So it's either like 19 or 20. But I think it's 19. So...
Nice.
So yeah, Matt wins forever. That's
Wow.
it. We're done with trivia.
Wrap it up, folks.
We're not doing like an anniversary show. We should have talked about this.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean,
the second anniversary is just like, I know like the first anniversary is a big deal. And then second anniversary, I don't know, like fifth is one, like what's the ones where they have like paper, diamond, gold,
While your wife loves you.
Who? No.
I feel like paper would be second.
Is it though?
What a disappointing.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. There's cool paper stuff out there. Okay.
Is it?
I get it.
Is there?
Is there?
So what was everyone's favorite?
Ooh.
2 years into it. I think we asked that last time.
We
I
might
know
have
Art,
asked
you
last
wanted to
time.
get started. I think we did, but I want to hear if anything's changed. Favorite system that we've played so far. We'd have to have played it, so.
I think mine is still Pathfinder. I think I said Pathfinder last time. I think it's still Pathfinder.
Oh.
I think Cymberum has a good chance to knock it off right now, but that might be recency bias.
I was going to say mine. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to finish with, I love the story of our spy game, but, and the system is good. Don't get me wrong, Art. The system is fun. Don't go cry in the corner.
Oh, it's barely there.
Yeah, but I have really enjoyed the characters of Veronica and Jago to play. They have been an absolute pleasure to play, and I will miss them greatly when we are done with them. So,
I think for me, I think I might actually go with recency bias and say Cimbrum. Not that I didn't really like Pathfinder, but what Cimbrum has is it's got a really interesting system combined with a really interesting plot and setting where I feel like
are we tying plot and setting into our favorite here?
Is it two separate questions?
Are we doing system or are we doing experience? If we're doing system, I think
system.
Okay.
It might be Pathfinder.
Yeah,
then.
Pathfinder wise, system was awesome.
I was because I was gonna be like, don't get me wrong, I like Cimbrum, but I was gonna be a little surprised if that was your favorite, but that's strictly mechanically speaking.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Overall, I think I would have to say recency bias kicks in Cimbrum because Pathfinder, we never really got into the world so much.
Mm-hmm.
Through that starting.
Right.
And there's a lot there, but we just never got into it.
We will when we play Kingmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, rumor is. I'm going to speak for Matt. No, I'm kidding.
We've been recording it in secret, listeners. We've actually been doing it. Yeah.
That's why I have this green screen up. Is I can't clean up our world map behind me, so my basement's just a little untidy.
The miniatures, actually, me and Art are behind Matt at all times. We've been playing in person in Kansas City or wherever Matt lives, because I don't know if we've ever said Matt lives in Kansas City. Scrub that.
I think we might have said it 3 times tonight.
Men in black that for me, would you? And his address and social security number are.
Oh, I can get that. All right.
Matt, what about
so
you,
we're here. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, well, system-wise, it's Pathfinder. Okay. It's like I can't even like be cute and try to like pretend that it's something else. Mechanically, Pathfinder is nearly perfect.
Wow, I'm really offended that all 3 of us didn't say Call of Cthulhu. How dare you?
Well, and honestly, like, it wasn't just, I've done 2 other things with Call of Cthulhu. It wasn't just scratch for me. I've done 2 solo plays.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think I warmed up to it a little bit, but I think if I were to do it, I'd still, looking at Savage Worlds for that kind of thing, potentially, if I were to.
I will say I wasn't there for it, but favorite memory for 2 years now. Again, Pathfinder, excellent. Jago and Veronica, excellent. I really enjoyed when you guys played Cyberpunk Red. That was a really fun thing to listen to. I enjoyed that whole arc of, because you guys, it was like 3 or 4 episodes. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Cyberpunk Red. I like Cyberpunk, Matt, as you know. Sorry, Patrick, as you know.
Yes.
But yeah, what was I going to say? Well, you know, I really liked Vaesen as well, but Matt, we spoke about why Vaesen might not be the Call of Cthulhu killer entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think in one session, but I really did like Vaesen though.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so there you go. That's tonight's trivia. I think it's like 1920 system. So, because I can't remember now if I forgot to count entity when I was counting them up. So,
damn,
anyway.
That was a fun thing that you did too.
Yeah, that was a really fun. That was really fun. Yeah, I didn't do all of it on camera because it's sort of a one-shot kind of story.
I bet you forgot to include my one session of Starforged in that count.
I don't know that I did. I might have, but I don't know that I did.
I mean, it's still Matt's trivia point, which one of our 4 listeners needs to tell us who's leading in trivia points. It's Matt, but
yeah, I think it's me because I get them all right.
Probably.
Anyway, so tonight, a little more Cold War espionage. Last session, if you remember, you got to the inn. You found out that
the Haunted Inn, yes.
The Haunted Inn,
yes.
Yep. And you found out that if I can find the guy's name, you found out that Elliot Taylor's room had been ransacked, even though the owner of the inn had thought they had sort of locked it up and left it alone. The break-in occurred through the windows. You made herring martinis, and at 2 a.m, you were making. That's right, you tail first, baby. And then at the end of the session, Patrick, Jago called around, made some calls within the circus to see if anybody had anything going on with Rostock, Germany. The answer was no. So then you got a contact named Pilar in GCHQ, and you woke him up, and you told him you better get his ass over to the office and start seeing if they have anything on the record regarding Rostock, Germany. And that was kind of it. You finished playing out the side of the road thing. You took care of Captain Lanson, who got shot. Smythe took him and got him to the hospital. You tried to find George's car because he, of course, passed you on the road, you think. You didn't have luck finding that. And that was most of the session.
I thought we were still role-playing that. Weren't we going to just keep taking right turns until we found his car?
I think we were going to switch to left turns.
Yeah, that's
mix it up a little bit.
Wild card.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
So, so it was late at night. I think, Matt, you said that Veronica had sort of fallen asleep in front of the fireplace in the sort of main lounge. And Patrick, you said Iago was just like, I'm going to bed. So
yeah, I think I'd probably curl up in a chair or something next to the fire to go to sleep too. Like or did I say I was going up? It doesn't matter. I'll go up.
I think you said you're going up, but it probably doesn't matter. But
I'll go
No.
up. Yeah.
We're not going to hand wait. No.
Jago comes down in hair curlers the next morning.
Was British for Aquanet.
Probably Lori Net, right?
Right. It's the next morning, and the owner of the inn, whose name I came up with last time and now promptly forgot.
Nice.
She sees you both in the lounge and sort of fusses a little bit, like, oh no, because she's deeply embarrassed that she had one job and she blew it. So she's like, oh no, was there something wrong with your room? Is everything okay?
No, just travel fatigue.
Right,
a little shock seeing my husband sings like that.
I was about to say, she's a widow, love. She couldn't possibly sleep in a bed when her husband's gone. You know how it is. You're a widow yourself, aren't you?
She's like, no, I understand. And again, I cannot apologize enough. I feel so embarrassed.
I apologize for the forwardness. I obviously did not mean to fall asleep here. If it's okay with you, I'll go and freshen up. Jago, make sure the car's ready. I think we have a lot to do this morning.
Right.
I'm going to head up to my room and take a cold shower, try to wake up a little bit, put herself a little bit together. I'm sure she had makeup running on her face, all that stuff. She's actually a little bit mad of herself to leave herself that vulnerable overnight. I mean, not vulnerable, but just that's sloppy field work.
Okay, so more about the job in that sense than.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. And Jago, what are you up to?
I think, is Veronica coming back down the stairs at this point?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Jago is
She's completely put together too. She's
Yeah. Jago is continuously disheveled, as you would expect. He has a sausage on a fireplace skewer, not even a real skewer, and it's in the fire. It's like, right, it's not really a bed and breakfast then, is it? If it doesn't have, he's talking to the bar owner, the innkeeper. It's like, right, the concept of a bed and breakfast must not have made it here to Finland. Right, you're supposed to provide breakfasts at a table, a full English at a table with silverware. And he's got this sausage that's just you don't even know where Jago got the sausage, but there's a sausage. It's in the fireplace. He's like, right, Veronica, you want a piece?
No, coffee, please.
Right, and he reaches down and pulls the kettle off of the.
If I may, fika, please.
Right. I think that you can find that in the barn out back if you're looking for fecal. But I don't. You want it black? I'm just very confused right now, love.
Maybe a little coffee will help Jago. I think I'd like to see the body today. And she's still playing up the... She's put together, but she's playing up the grieved widow again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would be best if I'm ready.
Right. And I'll take a big bite out of the sausage and then throw the rest of it in the fire.
Like no compassion.
Right.
Right.
Right then, Miss Ronica.
Right. See the body and then you bite into the sausage.
Right.
All right. So you ready to head to the station?
Yeah, I think we talked about checking in at the station and going to the morgue.
All right. Yeah. Let me see. Did I pull this out? There we go.
Do we need who's our gopher?
Smythe.
Smythe. Do we need Smythe to kind of get us access to the body, or do you think? I guess we'll find out if.
Yeah. Let's.
I guess I'm the grieving widow.
Yeah. So
right.
let's.
Polish sausage. We could have had Polish sausage then, love. Not whatever I ate at the inn. It's amazing they've got.
Turn this off. Okay, can you guys see?
I can, yep.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you show up to the Yavaskala police station. And yeah, you go inside. It's sort of like a small Twin Peaks sized station, if you will. So there's like the head officer, the head detective or whatever.
What's his name?
God damn
What's his name?
Do you want to come up with one, or where is this? Let me see if I can bring this up. Let me see. Finnish.
For Dale.
Name generator. Finnish names.
Hey,
okay.
You know, this is a great thing to use ChatGPT for. I know you still haven't used it, and it's just a wonderful thing. Matt, you still haven't gotten big mad about last week's episode.
I haven't listened to it yet.
It's
Is
not
it
up
out?
yet.
I think it comes out Friday.
Yes.
It does. It's every Friday.
So
What is Finnish for Harry? Harry.
Herring.
His name is Harry.
all right. So Hari, the head of the
Harry Truman.
Truman. All right, Hari Truman.
Harry Truman. Harry Truman.
Harry Truman.
What's the name of the guy at the front desk, Art? Tell me.
Her name is Venla.
Mrs. Truman.
Oh.
So Venla, is, she's the receptionist. She awaits you at the front desk. You come in, and she's a little chipper, and she's like, "Good morning, good morning." And you can tell like this is not the most active town in the world. So, so yeah.
Good morning. My name is. What's our cover name again?
Mrs. Widow. What was the pilot's name? Art.
Oh, the pilot was named Lanson. The
You're Mrs. Taylor.
Mallerby was
Mallerby. Thank you, that's it.
Mallerby. Yes.
Yeah, Mallerby. Hello. I believe you were expecting me. My name is Veronica Mallerby. I believe you know who I am.
And she's like, oh, yes, of course. I've been speaking with Mr. Smythe. Hold on one second. And she sort of like presses like an intercom kind of button, and she's like, Chief Trauman, Mrs. Mallerby is here to see you. And you hear in Finnish. And she's like, okay, hold on. He'll be up in just if you want to have a seat. Can I get you coffee? He'll be here in just a sec.
I think, again, playing it up a little, putting the ham on here a little bit, she goes over to like the bulletin board with like the town flyers, and she just kind of like crosses one hand over the other, and she just stands there and kind of stares off into the bulletin board.
What was the receptionist's name again?
Venla.
Does Vinla have a wedding ring?
Do you want it left to chance? Do you have an idea if she does not or does? Is there a way you want it to go?
Let's leave it up to chance.
Even married,
dec-
odd, single. Even married. Okay.
Even better. Right. How you doing, Vinla?
Oh, Yago, you old dog. No.
It's been a long time since the school session.
Yeah. No. She's like, yes, may I help you?
Well, can you tell me, where did you and your husband go on honeymoon?
And she's like, we went to Greece.
Into Greece? I was wondering, was it in the last 6 months? You still have a lovely tan about you, love.
Why, yes, we're still newlyweds, yes.
Right. Did you fly over Rostock on the way, or Rostov on the way? Where
Rostock is in Germany. Rostov is the
right. Did you have to lay over in Rostock?
Oh no,
or
no.
Did your husband have to lay you over in Rostock, rather?
Oh, sir, you old dog.
Please play this out. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Right. That's all right.
And so she's blushing a little bit.
Art playing Venla is my new favorite thing.
Yep, I'm ready.
I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about any of it.
This session is called Patrick Flirts with Art in Disguise.
Can we just drop the pretense? Patrick, use my real name.
Art, stare into my eyes. Matt, I need you to watch.
Don't you open your fucking mouth, Matt. You just sit there like a good dog.
Jago has
took a very unexpected turn for the night.
I'm so glad that this is going to be one of the clips on YouTube. It's going to be great. It's perfect.
We honor him.
Doing him justice. Just doing him justice.
All right. Yeah, so yeah, she blushes a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
sorry, clears her throat again.
The old ball and chain wants me to come back over. Love.
Your sister?
Yeah, the old ball and chain. We do it a little bit different in England, don't you know, love?
Good God.
or no, I'm sorry, you're the pool boy. I forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You ever been to Paris, love?
And so, as you're saying that, like, Chief Trauman comes out from the back. Is like, Are you the widow?
Chiefy Weefy. No, I'm not the widow. She's the widow. I'm just the driver.
Pardon. A dear old friend of mine. I thought it best I not travel alone. My name is Mrs. Mallerby. This is an old family friend, Jagoson.
Bosworth? I don't know if I had a cover name, did I?
I don't know if you did.
I don't know.
She was Jagoson.
Okay, yes.
This is a dear family friend. I thought it best if I don't travel to such a strange and exotic country on my lonesome.
So, if you both can give me... let me just double check the skills. I think the skill I want is insight. If you can both give me an insight skill check.
Yep.
It's one of the standard skills.
Oh god, it's been a minute since I had to roll anything.
Okay, Veronica, you got a 43, which is not quite enough to succeed on a standard. Again, you can spend a luck point to flip it if you want.
I'll flip it. Those reset every session, right?
Every session. So you should both have 3 luck points.
I'll flip it to make it
34.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing, but I rolled a 27.
Okay. Okay, so you both succeed. So you both realize that Chief Trauman is kind of angry. And he seems to be angry at you. And it's sort of bizarre because obviously you have just
I was
met.
about to say, just wait till he actually meets us.
When he gets to know you a little bit. Yeah, but it's not like he's just like, oh, you guys got me up early in the morning, kind of annoyed. He seems to be kind of angry with you both. And he sort of looks at you. He's like, are you here to claim Mr. Mallerby?
Chief Trauman, first, yes. But I just want to say, I know that we are in a position. I know it has taken longer. I wanted to come the day I heard, but you understand. As a pensioner back home in England, it took me time to be even to come over here. I know you're doing a lot for us, and I just want to say thank you for your generosity and willingness for me to come over and claim my husband's body. I know this may be different than what you normally permit.
And he's kind of like...
She's probably not a pensioner. As soon as I said that, she's like in her fucking...
Drop dead gorgeous late,
yeah, right.
mid-30s. But he's just like, yeah.
A homemaker.
Okay, yeah. And he sort of just spins on his heels a little bit. He's like, yeah. And he sort of like...
Oh, he didn't eat any of that up.
No, he didn't. And like I said, he seems angry for something. So he just kind of like, he's walking away and he's kind of flagging you to follow him.
Does he have a wedding ring?
Yeah, let's say he's married. Go for it, Jago.
Did you just go to Greece by any? No. Okay, I'll raise an eyebrow at Jago, but Veronica will follow Chief Trauman.
Yeah, and I'll wave and I'll say, right, I know my job as a driver, and I'll pick up a map or a magazine in Finnish.
Map.
A math in Finnish. Yeah, I'll pick up a magazine in Finnish that I obviously can't read, and just plop down in a seat outside in the waiting room.
Welcome to my real life. Picture books or bust.
Yep.
Okay. So Matt, you're going alone then to
Okay.
Is that the and Patrick, you're gonna wait.
Yeah, I think so. Where I'm going with this, just
I
so
like
you
where
know,
you're going with this.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to flirt with Il Greasy girl, and then eventually make my way back to Chiefy Weefy's office.
Nice.
I think.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't have a picture for the chief, so I'm just gonna use Lanson's for now.
Hey, he looks really familiar.
He looks chiefy a little bit. So yeah, so
Truman,
Chiefy
you look
Weefy.
so strikingly familiar.
so Chief Trauman, he just assumes you're behind him, and he sort of walks a little quickly, a little with purpose to the morgue, and he pulls out, he opens the door, holds it for you because seems really angry, but he's not gonna not be a gentleman, and he's like, are you ready to see your husband?
I have been preparing for it was 48 hours ago, right? About the last 48, right? No, we're probably at 72, right? This is day 3.
Oh yeah, it would be day 3, right?
Like because we went quick, right? The last 3 days, I have been mentally preparing myself for this moment, but Chief, yes.
Okay. So he says okay, and he, opens up the door.
Is he still cold and distant? Like
yes.
He's still being a...
Yeah.
And she puts her hand on his hand as he's starting to pull the lever. Before you open that door, have I offended? Have I crossed the line?
And he's like, no, miss, are you ready to see your husband or what?
I am. I'm just taken back. We do things so differently in England. We treat each other with a little modesty and respect. I just lost my husband.
And with that, he just kind of coldly opens the door and pulls the body out. And you see lying on like the slab, buck naked, and Elliot Taylor's corpse. If you can, give me a willpower check.
Okay. He's kind of being a jerk.
Yeah. Okay, so you succeed, so you don't have to worry about. So as as the body comes out, obviously it's discolored. It's it's different things, but the side of his head is sort of ripped open from where it looks like he might have. And then part of his body is extremely bruised, and maybe his arm is broken. So you're looking at some pretty significant physical trauma to his body, and so Chief Trauman, he sort of goes over and he picks up some of the belongings. And he's like, all of his clothes, his shoes are right here. And he's like, here's his wallet. And he sort of picks it up and he tosses it onto the pile. And then he goes and here's his passport, for Mallerby. And he sort of tosses that on the pile. And he goes, and this is his passport for Elliot Taylor. And he tosses that on the pile and he says, do what you got to do. And he walks out.
As he starts to walk out, let me think about that for a second, because I know what Jago's probably up to.
I'm going to need an answer right now, Patrick. Not really. You finished chewing. Don't you goddamn dare mute that mic, Patrick.
Wow. So, but he just found another passport. That doesn't... I'm debating whether Veronica wants to blow her cover.
And it's not just another passport. It's his actual name. Like, he has his cover one, but the stupid fucker brought his real passport.
God, he's a really shitty spy.
Okay, fuck it. Is there a heavy object next to me? Like, not like just heavy enough, like a couple pounds.
Yeah, sure.
So she grabs it and she whips it without even looking behind her. So it, like, he pulls the door open and it collides into the door and it shuts. It like causes the door to like pop, the handle like pops out of his hand, and it shuts the door. And she knows, now wait just a damn moment.
He's like, look, whatever you've got going on,
look.
I don't want to be lied to. So claim the body, don't claim the body. You know what? We're a small town. We don't get involved. I don't know what you guys are running here. I don't like the idea of it. I'm here to keep the town safe. And I get enough problem with the Soviets. And now I've got the British coming here and getting hit by cars and getting killed. Like, look, we're caught in the middle and I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Well, Harry, you are caught in the middle, and whether you like it or not, you do have something to do with this now. So here's the deal. You're going to tell me everything you know. We're going to go over this body together, and if you want to keep your precious little town safe, you're going to do what we tell you to do. You understand that we are not the bad guys here, and if anything, we are what stand between you and certainly a most gruesome death if you mishandle this situation. Do I make myself clear?
He grabs and starts going out the door again.
I've walked over to him, and when he grabs the door, I'm going to try to overpower him. And not overpower, but just slam the door shut immediately again.
Okay. Let's do an opposed roll.
What?
Let's roll your brawn.
Okay.
And I will roll...
Whoops. Oh, shit.
Oops. Sorry, I just screwed this up. Let me see if I figure this out.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay. So wait a minute.
I rolled a 14
and your
then
skill's
you
a
rolled
28?
a fucking 1.
Right. So you rolled a normal because your skill's a 28, right?
Right. I rolled all the way up to formidable.
Right. So I was trying to figure out if it would be a critical, which would be if you rolled a 6 or less. So Captain Lanson, but Trauman rolled a critical success. So you actually almost do it, but then he just shoves it and it sort of slips out of your grip and he walks out.
So I've now blown, although I don't really know if I blew it. Yes, Patrick.
In the meantime, I think Jago has succeeded in what he was attempting to do. But I think Jago probably heard the heavy object, which I can only assume was a brick, hit the door.
Or like
so
a bedpan or something. I was thinking like a bedpan.
Yeah.
I don't know why a bedpan would be in a morgue, though.
So Jago waddles out from where he was busy. And Jago's got his gun in his hand with his pants around his ankles. And is standing there and he's like, right, I think you should go back in where you just were there, Captain.
And he just looks at you and just says, just let me know when you're done. And he starts walking towards his office.
Wow.
Right. And Jago will, like, look around the corner and be like, "You're right, Ronica."
Look at this. And she grabs the passport and she throws the first passport at Jago. The Malaby passport. Look at this.
I hold it up. I'm still standing there with my pants down. I'm holding it. I'm like, right, Malaby, right.
All right. Then she tosses him the other one.
I'll hold them up next to each other. I'm like,
fucking sloppy. What the fuck? What were they doing over here? This is sloppy fucking field work. What a bunch of twats.
yeah, Jago will hand both back and be like, right, give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back.
All right. Veronica's going to start going over the body. Just looking it over. I mean, she's going to do as much training as she has in... I mean, she has some forensics background.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to start poring over the body to see if she can... if anything jumps out at her.
Well, in true Gold Watch, Pulp Fiction, no. The body, seems to obviously have suffered significant trauma. Like I said, the whole face is gashed open.
Mm-hmm.
You can see part of his skull maybe, and it's kind of half collapsed in. There's bruising all down the side of one side of his body. Like, again, it looks like his elbow might be slightly dislocated. His knee on the same side might be, bent odd. So you don't see anything crazy about the body. And then, of course, like his belongings are on a seat behind you, stacked underneath his wallet. And but the body itself just seems like it's been hit by a car.
Okay. So nothing jumping out there. I'll start going through the belongings.
Okay. Let me see. What do we got here? Why don't you give me a perception? Actually, let me just see something.
Oops, sorry.
I was going to say, let's do this again. We're going to do perception modified by tradecraft.
Okay.
And hopefully there's still the...
Mm-hmm. Modified by tradecraft?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby.
Oh, nice.
That's
okay.
That's tasty right there.
So, you go through the body, nothing there. You feel the inseams of his clothes, nothing sewn in, but you realize that his shoes almost look a little bit like lifts.
Mm.
And so you're able to sort of uncork one of the heels to his shoes. And inside you see a film canister.
Oh, shit. It's not knockout gas.
No.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously I take that and, is it in a protective casing? It's not like raw film or it's like,
it's definitely in a casing designed to go in his shoe and have some shock and protection.
She pockets that. Anything else?
No, just like a few whatever Finnish notes, like money, but nothing crazy.
Okay. All right. She'll step out in the hall and listen for whatever Jago's up to.
Okay, Jago, what are you up to?
You see that the door is actually just the bathroom, and you hear a toilet flush, and Jago comes out again. He says, right, that was an adventure. Remember not to eat herring cocktails before 7 o'clock in the morning, especially when you're getting on a flight. Did you find anything interesting, Ronica?
Yeah, but I don't think we should talk here. Anyways, Chief Trowman obviously expects us to be some kind of operative. I don't think we'll be welcome here much longer, and I don't think we're going to get much information out of him. Fucking Australian, every time.
Every time. Every time. Right, well, that's fair. Lovely gal up front. She and her husband are very happily married, and she showed me lots of pictures of her and her husband's trip to Mallorca.
Wow, they were able to afford a camera and take it on a trip.
Absolutely.
In Finland.
Right.
At this day and age, what will they think of
Yes.
next?
Right. The miracles of modern flight.
Before we take off, Jogo, I think I'd like to check in with Smythe, if it's okay with you.
I mean, is Smythe here?
I was going to
sit there.
call him on the telephone. Another modern...
Oh, another modern invention. Right, I'll, you want me to go try and talk to the captain?
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Chief Truman.
He
Totally
does
different.
look a lot like Captain Lansing. Maybe that's why he's so mad at us, because he shot his fucking brother.
He shot his brother. Right. So, I assume you go to the telephone, and, you hear the receptionist happily talking to her husband, hasn't moved from her desk. So, listeners, whatever you thought was going on didn't actually happen, you dirty birds. And I'll go post up next to the post up in the captain's door jamb. I'll lean on it, 1 foot, crossed over, and light a cigarette. Well, light one of Q's cigarettes. Or C's cigarettes.
You have one of Elliot Taylor's cigarettes.
Yeah, one of Elliot Taylor's cigarettes. Right, Chief, you smoke.
And he looks up and he's like, yeah.
Can I give you one? You look like you could use one there, Chief.
And he takes one. Yeah.
I'm like, right. You seem like a perfectly reasonable person, Chief. And I'm a perfectly reasonable person myself. What's got your goat, sir? Is it just the fact that you're being lied to in your own city?
Yeah, I feel like I was pretty clear about that.
Right. Well, I was busy taking a shit and pinching one off when you were throwing bricks at my coworker there. But, I mean, look, we're just two professionals talking at this point. And you seem really stressed. Have you I know this is Finland, but have you ever had a Swedish massage?
I wouldn't dare. Those filthy animals. No, he's just looking at you like, do you need me to call somebody? What do you need to get this body out of my precinct?
Is that it? You're just trying to get this body out?
I'm trying to get all of you out. I told you. You brought this shit into my town. I got to deal with this. We're right on the Soviet border.
Chief, listen. I'm just the driver. You don't need to be mad at me, brother. I'm just the driver. I'm just the other half of the cover story. I'm the pool boy in this cover story. So, listen, you don't need to be bitchy with me, alright? If you have any paperwork you need signed, I'll do it for you right now to get this body at your morgue. I can help with that. Again, you need another cigarette? You've chewed through that one in record time. I don't know where you put it, but it's gone. These are good stuff. This is you're smoking the highest of the high right now.
It's I appreciate that. The paperwork's at the front desk.
Right, why don't you go fetch it then, love?
No. It's at the front desk where you're heading anyway. And you can close the door on the way out.
Jago will sit down in the chair across from him. Right. So, does your wife hate you or something?
He sort of ignores that question. He opens up a drawer in the front of his desk, like the one that's like right in front of him. Mm-hmm. And he starts rummaging for a second, and then he pulls out like a card and picks up the phone.
All right, who you calling there? Anybody interesting?
And he dials and dials, and he's sitting there and it's ringing. And then finally he's like, yeah. He's like, Mr. Smythe, why don't you come get these two out of here? The paperwork's here. They can sign for the body. And why don't you pick them up?
I feel like we really need to get through this, Chief. I feel like we need to roleplay at least 4 more sessions of this. Have you ever played billiards? Have you ever played snooker, Chief? Why don't you come down around the pub?
He stands up and he just walks out of the office.
Jago goes and sits in his chair and just starts opening up drawers.
And Veronica, what are you up to?
Okay, so Veronica was trying to call Smythe, but the line kept ending up engaged.
Getting a busy tone.
Please, connect me again. Try again. Try again.
And then
try again.
Finally it goes through.
Oh.
Operator, speak to a representative.
So, Smythe, look, Jargo and I have a little business to take care of. I tell you what, why don't you come by and pick up the body?
Right.
And he's like, of course. Of course. Is anything the problem? I just received a call from the chief saying you were ready to go.
The chief's a little bit incooperative. A little misunderstanding. And she kind of looks down the hallway to see if she sees Jago. I think Jago is speaking with him, if you catch my drift. Anyways, our hands are going to be tied. Body's going to be a messy one. Do you mind come get in this sad sack? And like, she's hearing, Vinla is hearing me talk about the body. But like, it's everything out of context. Like, oh, it's a messy one. Oh, you'll need more than one bag for that, I'm afraid. Oh, Jago, he's back there balls deep causing a mess.
So that's the thing. Are we talking about Jago's taking a dump, or are we talking about...
Well, it doesn't matter, but the receptionist is hearing all of it. And then I call him like, will you come get this sad sack? I'm so over this situation.
Yeah, and on the other end, Smythe's like, I'll be there shortly.
Yeah, whenever it's convenient, Smythe. We have other things to do.
All right. And so, yeah, Venla's like, so...
Venla, these pictures from your trip to Greece are positively stunning. You have so many of them. If I may ask, where did you get these developed at?
She's like, oh, there's a shop here in Yavaskala. Not that small of a town.
It's a Radio Shack.
Are they discreet? I have some photos of my dear old husband. It's this very modern, very posh trend. It's called boudoir shots. And my husband decided to take some for me. And, well, you understand, I would like to have those. Will they be discreet if I process some film there? I certainly didn't want to process them in England. Anyone seeing my husband's tidbits?
Give me...
My husband's tidbits.
Oh, man. Give me
Thank you, Matt.
Tradecraft roll.
Okay.
Husband's
I was looking to see if I wanted to modify, but I don't think it even worked. Okay, Tradecraft?
Yeah. We're looking for easy. Okay, success on
Barely?
easy. Yeah. You know that this violates every single rule ever of tradecraft ever.
What does?
Processing covert film at a...
Oh, yeah, of course.
CBS.
No, I thought you meant talking to fucking...
No.
Yeah, no, I get that. I realized that I should turn this in
another
but I
country.
Know. Oh, yeah, we're violating so much. But on the... Yes, totally get that. But I thought you meant I was violating something by talking to Vinla here.
Hey, above the table, like, we are at a police station. Presumably, you should be able to develop like crime scene
Oh
photos.
shit! Yeah.
Like we don't have to go to the fucking CVS to get photos developed. We could just ask the chief.
Yeah, we could. But
Again,
the chief
back
hates
at the
us.
table. Well, I mean,
Venla.
just suck him off and we'll be on. Like it'll be fine.
And just remember, they don't know that he had film on him, so that's going to be another like, okay, so seriously.
Yeah, but this cop wants out of it. Vinla, love. Have you ever traveled anywhere else abroad?
It's like, oh yeah, I've been to Portugal. Been to Turkey.
Have you ever traveled east?
Just to Turkey.
Never been to Russia?
No.
Yeah?
No, definitely not. I'd never get back out.
Yeah? Yeah? Da?
No.
And I'm sorry. You know, my husband, after he passed away, I just don't know how I'm going to make ends meet. I'm sure this lovely photographer, this film company, fuck, I don't know what they'd call them back in the day, they probably cost an arm and a leg. Do you process film here, for other bodies?
She's like, oh, well, I mean, we do have like a technician that, who takes care of that, yes.
And he works here on site. He doesn't go down to the CVS?
No, we have a photo development.
You have a dark room. You have a dark room here.
Yes.
Ah, that's fascinating. Those have always given me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, Vinla, you've been an absolute treat, doll. You sure you've never been to Russia?
And she's like, no, of course not. No.
Your husband ever traveled to Russia?
That's crazy. No.
Is she telling the truth?
Give me an insight roll. And we're looking for easy. Because she's not a complicated person. She doesn't seem duplicitous in any way.
What about this technician? He ever feel a little Russian?
Red?
Yeah, a little red.
It's like, no.
Any communist sympathizers around the police station?
No.
What about this photo store? That's kind of a calming activity, don't you think?
And all of a sudden you hear the intercom. Venla, Mr. Smythe is going to be coming to pick these two up and to take care of the body. Can you just make sure they're taken care of until Mr. Smythe arrives?
Who buzzed in?
Chief Trowman from the intercom.
Chief! I buzzed back. Where are you? Okay. All right. I let Finley go and I'll walk back to the chief's office.
No, Jago buzzes from the chief's office. Says, he's not in here, love. I don't know where I think he might be in the break room.
So maybe going back to Jago, he comes back with his cup of coffee.
I'm sitting in his chair, just spinning.
And he's like, I need you to get up.
Right. I mean, you're not the most friendly person in the world. Have you ever heard that, Chief?
And then maybe that's when he reaches over and buzzes Venla and says, Venla, that Mr. Smythe's going to be picking these two up. Just make sure they're taken care of until he arrives.
Then, as soon as he pushes it, no, he's back in the office now, Venla. And I'm like, right, Chief, obviously I'm not going to go anywhere until I've fixed your marriage and your love life at this point.
The intercom buzzes as soon as you say I'm not going to go anywhere. And we're like, Jago, could you come up here for just a brief moment?
Are you leaning over the counter, pressing the buttons?
Oh no, I'm back there with Venla. I don't, because I use the
that's
phone.
what I mean. Are you at the front desk, leaning over her desk to hit the button for her? Or?
No, I'm at her desk.
Oh, right. Yeah,
I had to use the phone. That's how I saw the photos.
Jago pushes the intercom button. He says, right, I'll be right up.
Thanks, Jago.
You guys just work here now.
Right. We've decided to become Brooklyn.
Enjoy your
Nine-Nine.
shift. Thanks, you too. You too.
And I'll stand up and I'll make a show of brushing the crumbs off of his chin. Like, kept it warm for you there, Chief.
And he just kind of looks at you and takes the seat.
You know, and I'll ask him, I'm like, yeah, are communist spies as entertaining as we are?
And you can tell, like, this guy is older. So, like,
Okay.
he's been through some World War II.
Right.
And he's just
I'm picturing the Sisu character. Like,
right. So, like, he's seen 10 lifetimes worth of stuff.
Huh.
And so he's just like nodding his head and takes his seat and starts shuffling some papers.
and I'll start walking towards the front, but I'll turn around and I'll be like, you know, at least this is the most fun you've had at this job for at least 3 or 4 years, right?
And he just kind of goes back to his paperwork.
I'll take that as a win.
Right.
I will take that as a win. I'll be like, hats off to you, Chief. Enjoy the wife. Enjoy your family time. Be safe, Chief. Remember your breathing exercises.
All right.
As soon as Jago leaves the room, Chief, is Jago on his way up here yet?
Jago will hit a wall intercom on the way and be like, right now. But, and the way I'm picturing all of this is a small town police.
like
It's a single hallway.
Oh yeah, we're like 10 feet away from
Not
his
even.
office is right behind.
Literally next to it.
It's fucking windowed. We can see each other.
The entire time. That's 100% what I was picturing. We can make direct eye contact the entire time. Just, and there's still an intercom in the hallway. We're like, right, I'm on my way, Veronica.
Wasn't that a joke in like Top Secret or Airplane or something? They're talking through an intercom and then he just opens the door and they're right next to each other. Or... Oh man. Okay. Let's take a deep breath. Patrick, just a Taco Bell update. How was it?
It was as you would expect Taco Bell to be, and it was incredible. Thank you.
Nice. All right.
Everybody, pregnant wife, cravings, you know, sometimes you get Taco Bell delivered to the door at 10:30. It's fine.
You've inspired me.
Man.
What
a
okay.
stupid
That
but
was-
funny
that
joke.
was-
Oh my gosh.
That was, you know, somewhere Jean Le Carré is
John
having-
LaCroix.
John
We're playing John
LaCroix.
LaCroix spy novels while we're playing.
We lost Art there for a second. It's been a long time since we broke Art. That was good.
You broke me last time too.
That was good.
Um,
Like the chief opens the blinds and it's like 6 feet from us. He's just like, why are you not gone yet?
yeah, it's hard because I keep saying that, like, okay, like in a grounded world, what would my response be? But I'm just like, what am I doing? Like,
Like the body's laying in the fucking foyer at this point. It's like, get this thing out of here. Oh, God.
all right. Okay, so
And then we get into the car that's in the lobby.
The car parks right up at the front.
oh man,
Jago, pull the car around.
Whips it around next to the autopsy table.
So I can't. This is too stupid.
I'm ready
This is the
to
stupidest thing we've ever done.
I'm ready to put the body on top of the skis on top of the car. like the grandma in Beverly Hillbillies. He's just oh God. I'm so glad that we're playing a serious spy game.
so the most serious.
Art's gonna murder us.
She like sweating a little.
Holy shit. Oh, moist.
Whew. All right. Okay.
Sorry. Oh, good, man. This is gonna be a hoot for you to edit.
Well, I'm just gonna leave it all in.
I was about to say, what's editing? We don't do that here. I don't do that here.
Right. I was about to say a callback opportunity. All right. So do you want to do anything while Smythe is on his way? He's going to be here.
Yeah, I want to talk to Jago.
Okay.
Jago.
Right.
Do you mind stepping over here? What's a little more private?
literally 6 feet down in the lobby.
Do you mind helping me collect? Do you mind helping me collect the belongings? She's still playing up at least for Venla, right? Like she knows the chief.
Right.
They're not going to fool the chief, so she still plays it up for Venla. And when they get in the morgue, because this is all like pre-mics and shit, right?
Yeah.
Or would that be something I'm concerned about?
Like eavesdropping kind of mics?
Yeah, like bugged. Is this before rooms get bugged?
No, they could definitely bug rooms. I mean, there is like a microphone in here for the autopsy, but it's not. There's probably not like bugs.
Is it hanging from the ceiling?
Yes.
All right, I ripped that down. Fuck him. He's been not nice to us. I'm sure it's in the council budget. Jago.
Yes, love.
Look at this. Don't open it. I know this breaches every protocol we have, but if you're like me, and it scares me how similar we are sometimes, I want to take a look at these pictures before we fly back to London.
I'll just like, yeah, right.
So,
Let's do it.
I got the place of a local joint, or it has come to my attention that there's a dark room here at the police station.
Jago will look around the corner at the 8-foot hallway. The last door on the hallway is black room. I'm like, right. I think we should just use that.
Are you at all concerned about Russian assets here inside the police building?
I mean, there's like 4 fucking police officers. We just shoot them all and move on.
Alright, well. You understand that if someone finds out that we developed this film, we could be in hot shit.
Right, you got Veruca Salt up front, who's just gaga over her husband
Not
about
them.
Greece.
If Q finds out that we processed this film without taking it to him first...
Right, I mean, look, you go develop the film, I'll call C, and I'll just let him know that we're doing it.
No, we'll tell him we found the images like this. Secure.
I mean...
Obviously someone is looking for this film. Why else would they have tossed the room?
Veronica, my policy in life has always been, it is better to ask forgiveness than is permission.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Don't fucking call him and ask permission.
Right, but I might as well just like preload the pipe with the apology beforehand.
Jago, are we
right?
developing this film or not? Once we see
I can't believe you're still standing here. Veronica, go show a nip
Jago,
and get...
do you understand? This is bigger than following some tart around London who's screwing what's his name over at the HQ. There is real danger here. And Veronica like actually starting to get worked up because she's thinking about Gregory. And although she doesn't know Gregory's role in this, like, Gregory is just as deadly as Veronica. You don't understand. Agents have died, Jago. If we open this up, we put ourselves into a bed of scorpions.
When you say agents have died, he looks down at our friend.
Yeah, we're arguing over his body.
Yeah, and I'll be like, right. I mean, I had to die sometime, Veronica. Might as well be for king and country. I just want to make sure that we're okay with this. We could hop on a plane right now, go back to London, and make this be C's problem. Right, but do we trust C?
Yeah, I'll say just about that's literally the mission. And do either of your characters have like any? I feel like you would have an idea of how long it takes to develop photos in this craft.
I've
got tradecraft
photo development.
Yeah, it takes hours.
I also have surveillance, and I have like
Well, yeah, especially Jago. Your character class is a pavement artist, so you would definitely
like I know what this is entailing. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be here for a couple hours.
Okay, Jago, how long is this gonna take? Is there any way to make copies of this undeveloped film?
No, love, there isn't. I mean, you could take a picture.
I'm going to tell you something, and it never leaves this room. And this is when she rips the microphone down. There is a man in that car. A man from my past.
Right.
There is a part of me that wants to stay here in Finland and develop this film and to get some bloody answers.
Right.
There is a part of me that wants to serve Queen and country and take this back to sea and let it be someone else's problem.
Right.
I'm going to leave it up to you. And she tucks the film canister in Jago's pocket.
Jago's what?
Pocket.
All right. And Jago will look at her and be like, right, love, why don't you, for plausible deniability, why don't you go ask the lovely receptionist about her vacation in Greece? And I will make a decision back here, and you will not know, one way or another, what I decide to do with this.
No, we're in this together. Whatever comes out, I want to
Right,
see.
let's go bloody fucking develop it then.
Right. And we're going to develop it here, or do we want to try a look down at the local shop?
Well, so it's a couple hours here, but they do swear it's 1 hour photo delivery up at the CVS. No, I mean, like, so Jago will, like, again, lean across the hallway into the chief's office. Say, right, chief.
And he's looking up. He's like, "You're still here?"
Chief, now, I know you don't want to deal with us. Like, at all. Could we possibly borrow your black room for a couple hours?
No.
Right, but what if I didn't ask and we just went and used it?
Are you also carrying a passport with your real name on it? I just said no.
No. We're entirely too professional for that.
Okay. Because it seems like you're asking me a pretty dumb question. So why don't you just go stand in the front, wait for Smythe, and take your body?
Right, it's not my body. I'm not the widow here. You might be confused about what that's like in Finland here. A widow is a woman. I'm a man. I don't have a husband. I'm just asking if I can use your black room.
No.
For 2 to 5 hours.
No. You're going to be gone in 10 minutes once Smythe gets here.
Right, alright. That's fine. Ronica, let's go.
Okay. She grabs all the belongings, and as she goes by the sheriff's, "Be seeing you," and then winks at him, and then turns it back on for Vinla. "Oh, Vinla, you've been such a dear." All right, let's go to the photo booth down at the mall.
Yeah, no, we get in the car and yeah, we get in the car and we drive down to the CVS.
I'll hold the front door open while you back the car out.
Thank you. It's very important.
So, yeah, again, I'm just going to say, but like, this is like go to jail kind of stuff.
I tried to convey that to Jago. One, I guess I didn't realize we would go to jail for it. I figured, like, this is way bigger than blowing up a fucking hot water heater in an abandoned police station.
I mean,
that's probably go to jail stuff too, but we hand waved it.
Jago,
well, that was just excellent spying. So
yeah,
right. That's we blew something up and we walked away looking cool.
Yeah, like, Jago. So we like have to decide, right? But also, I don't know how we get answers. I don't think we're gonna get an answer if we turn this in.
No, we won't.
I mean, Art may give us an answer above table. I don't know if Veronica gets. I don't know if Veronica has enough clearance to turn in film over fucking East Germany.
Above the table, Art was telling me before you hopped on Matt, he's like, yeah, we should be done with this tonight. So I know where Art wants us to go with this tonight.
No.
Art,
like I said,
Art wants us to get on an airplane with our captain friend and get shot down over East Germany.
Well, no, we're not going to fly with Captain Lansing.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he's a terrible
Well, what do you want to do,
anyway.
Patrick? Do you want to take a peek, or you want to turn it in? I feel like
I think let's just go out in the parking lot. And is it sunny? Is it one of the like 6 sunny days in Finland?
Yeah, sure.
So I pop the top and I just hold it up and look up at it in the sun. I'm like, right, I mean, do we really need to fucking develop this? Let's just take a look.
No, if you do, like, you'll never get a picture off that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not modern film, and it's
It's
not
not
like
a negative
post.
already. It would just
Yeah,
be
all right.
totally wrecked.
Okay.
Don't do that. No,
Jago doesn't do that.
All right.
So you're leaving this into Jago's hands.
No, Jago, I just want confirmation. Know that I've got more involved in this than you will ever know or comprehend.
Right. Veronica, love. I think I'm gonna let you drive tonight, Veronica. And I hand the keys to Veronica and I go sit in the passenger seat, which in all of the years that we've worked together, I've never done.
And as you do that, Smythe pulls up.
Oh, that's fine. We don't care about Smythe.
Yeah, I'll lean my head out the window and be like, right, the corpse is in there. If you could just clean it up, that'd be great, Smythe.
All right, so do we have all of his belongings? Do we have what we need? Can we put him on a plane back to England?
Right, now we got all that shit. You just take care of the
belongings.
You take care of
are bagged and tagged. You'll find them on the hand lorry. I don't know if
Actually, then Jago will climb over the other seat and stick his head out the other window. Right, hey, Smythe, question for you, love.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't happen to have a photo developing lab anywhere, would you? That you trust?
We have one at the embassy.
Right, Veronica, shall we go back to the embassy?
Veronica puts her hand out for the keys, and then she puts her hand out.
Jago slides back into the driver's seat. He's like, I think I've made my decision, love. I think we go back to the embassy. Well,
She puts her hand out for the film canister. Then
Jago hands her the film canister.
okay, let's go to the embassy.
Right, like I'd let a woman drive.
Jesus Christ.
It is 1960 something.
Oof. All right. Yeah, so you spend a little while making your way back to Helsinki. Smythe is not too far behind, having done some paperwork and, like a refrigerated car is ready to bring the body back to the Helsinki airport. And you said you were going to the embassy?
I kind of want him to take longer to get back. I kind of want to be there for like 2 or 3 hours.
But then we'd be in the middle of it.
Yeah, okay, it takes a little while.
No, that's what I mean. Like he wouldn't. He's not gonna be delayed for 5 hours, right?
Well, that's what I'm
We
saying.
can't count on that. I mean, the body's already ready to go. I get what you're saying. I just don't think we'd realistically count on him being delayed for 5 hours.
Well, I mean,
Maybe like an hour?
If they lost the keys to the vehicle, is what I'm thinking. Maybe before we leave,
I say we take it. I say we hand deliver it all the way back to London.
You don't want to even look at it.
I think C knows what I have at stake here, and I think we can trust C. If we can't trust C, what are we doing?
Well,
if we can't trust C, I might as well be on holiday with fucking Vinla in Greece.
I mean, tempting. Really? I mean,
see
you
those
saw
pictures?
that. I was about to say, did you see
they
the
even
pictures?
enjoy the beach? It's like 200 fucking pictures. Like, who has time?
God. I mean, Jesus, and every one of them was the same fucking seagull. Not even in focus for half of them.
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus.
All right, let's get back to London. And why don't you just drive this straight up onto the plane? They'll get us home.
Jago drives it straight across the North Sea. We just drive the car back to London.
All right. So the
car is parked in a seat on the plane.
Well, you leave the car.
It's got a cargo door, and it's not our car. I just realized.
Right, it's the one we busted the window out of. Oh no, we made
Smythe. He took that one.
We made Smythe drive that one because it was too conspicuous.
So you
we just took Smythe's like personal car back to England.
And drove it.
He expected us to go to the embassy, and he just watches us drive up the cargo plane.
When we get on the cargo plane, I hit the intercom button.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Jago,
Ron,
I don't mind you flying back with me, but just to keep covers up, don't you think you should get back in the box?
I left the Fragile logo back there, though.
Good. Lovely. All right, we're going back to London with it.
Okay. So,
and we'll give like advance notice to like we'll pass the right channels, right? Like I pass a note along to like a trusted contact at the airport or them, assuming we stop by the embassy. I don't know if we really need to do anything there, Patrick.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Unless
if you want to do it by the book, they would put the film in a diplomatic pouch and get it back to.
I want to hand deliver it.
Okay.
So I understand that's a little off the books. I want to hand deliver this.
Okay. So you're okay.
And I give forward warning to C through like proper channels, like a code word. That means like need to see you as soon as we land, but all safe and sound for now.
Okay. So you you leave the car at the embassy, and Smythe's like,
Debatable.
we'll have someone take you to the airport, and you're standing outside the embassy.
Oh boy.
And there's going to be a few things that happen all in the same moment, so you can't react until I'll let you know when it's all done.
Shit. Oh,
I want you guys to give me a perception roll, and I want you both to give me a tradecraft roll.
Oh no.
Okay. We cannot react, right?
You can't react. I'll tell you when you can.
There's
So
my
this was-
perception.
Veronica's perception. Okay.
Can I modify
my-
my tradecraft?
There's my perception.
But I don't know what I would use.
Right. Just give me a straight.
Straight tradecraft. Okay.
Yeah.
How are you? I can't remember. How, are you just hitting the percentage? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just hitting the
okay.
percentage. Can I use luck?
You can.
All right, I would like to use luck on that.
I will also use the luck.
Okay. So that was your tradecraft, and what was your? Okay, your perception was a success. Okay.
Yeah.
You're standing outside, and you're sort of, you're
When
sort
the
of.
snipers come for us.
You're sort of standing outside, and you sort of like take a few steps, and so you're not like backs to the building. You're sort of like looking down the street, doing this, chatting, whatever, just looking around. And here's the things that happen all within a few moments. As you're chatting, you notice that there's a car just a few away, parked, and it's got a cracked taillight. As you notice the cracked taillight, Veronica, you feel a brush on your side. And you know this is like a brush pass. Something's being brushed past to you. As you turn to sort of look and see, because it sort of catches you off guard, so you maybe don't have it takes you a second to realize I shouldn't be looking. You think it's Gregory. As you start to realize it's Gregory, his head completely comes apart. And then 2 beats later, the shockwave sound of a gunshot hits the area. A person standing behind you also gets hit by the same bullet, goes down, just misses you. You've got blood covered on your face. What do you do?
Veronica immediately. There's that delay. There's the eruption of the head. And then the gunshot.
Oh, sorry. One last thing. Both of you guys give me a willpower roll.
Where's willpower at? Is that
The
one of
bottom
our?
one.
It's a standard skill.
Thank you. Oh.
Okay.
Fuck.
Jago, roll, let's see, you got tenacity. Roll 1d10. And whatever you roll, subtract that from your tenacity at the top of your sheet.
Oh no.
Lose 8 tenacity. Matt, you somehow hold it together, even though you're literally right there.
Yeah, well, she's been in gruesome situations before. And the delay comes looking at Gregory, which you think would shake someone, but the sound, the shockwave, the report from the gunshot snaps her into action. So she sees Jago and she grabs him by his jacket and immediately yanks him down behind Smythe's car. and she pulls out, all in one motion, she then pulls out a revolver from her ankle, from her boot, and she takes cover as well. Do I know, can I tell where the gunshot came from?
You think it came up, obviously, from a higher elevation, probably a couple buildings down across the street.
Okay. So I think we're in a position, I reach in to where I felt the brush path. Brush past. Is there, like, do I have an item or anything? Like, did someone...
Yes, there's a piece of paper.
Okay, I look around. Is there anyone on the street that's not screaming and panicking? Like, is anyone walking towards us? Is anyone acting suspicious?
Nope, it's just total pandemonium.
Okay, I'm going to pull the paper out and read it.
You read it, and it's in Gregory's handwriting, which you recognize. And it says, there's a leak in the ship. Not sure if it's on your side or ours. Fade to black.
Jago.
The end.
I knew we couldn't trust fucking C.
Yeah, you called it. You called it. Or it could be the CIA. Could be after.
No, it's fucking C. He's dirty as hell.
C.
So there you go.
Fucking C.
That is the stopping point.
So fucking good.
Well, that's not a stopping point.
That's a cliffhanger before season 3.
That's the end of the season, so to speak. That's the end of this particular story.
Wow.
Ron, I think we need to go to Washington, D.C. and kill the president.
Shit, could you imagine us in fucking D.C.? My God, we'd be driving on the wrong side of the street, parking in the wrong side of the building.
Pushing so many intercoms.
Well done, Art. For
Art, so
one
good.
for an amazing story, and 2 for putting up with our stupid ass antics. That, like, again, it was hilarious, but it's not even that funny.
I thought it was
hilarious.
It's
hilarious. What are you fucking talking about?
Well, you can't give us any answers yet. Obviously.
No, like, I could tell you what's on the film. Like, so this is the end. So the reason why I didn't want to include that part is because the next sort of chapter of the story is dealing with the film.
Okay, right,
and what it says. So I didn't want to introduce
if we were to go forward, we would Veronica to go forward to find the leak in the ship. One, she's going to confirm if that's Gregory or not. Because I found it suspicious that you said it was a person that looked like Gregory. How do I know that was Gregory that blew up?
I can tell you the answer. That was Gregory. Like, as he's collapsed on the ground and you're sort of huddled for cover, you can see, and it's definitely Gregory.
It sounds like something a spy would say. I don't think he can be trusted.
It was Venmo.
Okay, so after confirming it was Gregory by checking for a certain birthmark, we obviously have to go process the film, right? Like, that's our only lead.
That's it at that point.
Or I shoot the guy who shot Gregory from here
with your revolver.
Yes, I would like to roll for that.
Sure, give me a perception roll.
Oh no, we're gonna save it for season 3. That's how we're gonna open.
Right.
Just like when
that's
Patrick
how we're gonna cold open.
When Patrick ended on a gunshot, we're gonna end with Veronica. She rolls out from under the car, a deep breath. She spots the window.
She shoots the Prime Minister of Finland.
She spots the window, and bam, and it cuts, and we see the window. We see Smythe's face. We see Jago's face, and he's still a little dazed. We see Veronica's face. We see Vinla's face. We see the sheriff, and he's kind of lounged back, and he's smoking a cigar, and he's got a fucking smirk on his face. And that's
it all
end.
It all circles back to Vinla. We've got to get Vinla.
Oh, it's either Vinla or the sheriff. There's no fucking
one of
doubt.
the two.
Those two people I didn't have names for, they mean everything.
See, this is some spy shit. Here's fucking Art, and he's just like, it's fucking 7 different shades of smoke. He's like, yeah, this Twin Peaks, he was playing me into coming up with Harry Truman for the sheriff's name. I bet if we go over to his house right now, there it is. Harry Truman is the spy, just written on the top of his fucking
right
corkboard.
Yep, it's right there.
Art, well done, legitimately, because like so invested in this story, even through the antics, which that's saying something, right? You can fuck around with an intercom for an hour but you still got to come out of the other side and still be invested in what happens.
Yep.
And when we had the film, Matt, like obviously Veronica wanted to know, but Matt also wants to know.
Yeah, Patrick
and
also
Matt
wants to know.
in a mystery that's hard to do.
It is, especially in an RPG mystery. Like
Right, where you have to give something to the players, like the players got to know, but
Yeah.
like now players and characters want to know.
Jago's
Well,
ambivalent.
He can take it or leave it. He
Yeah.
retires.
Jago goes and becomes a man prostitute in Rostock.
Becomes. Yeah, he
It's too late.
travels to fucking. Oh, I've heard of this place. It just sounds smashing. Let me go check it out.
Right, I've heard
Oh
about.
my god, the film is fucking Jago.
It's just Jago.
Fucking having
pics.
sex in East Germany. Jago's the leak.
Right.
Did I just spoil? Is that what you guys did last week when I was out?
Yeah,
Is you
exactly,
conspired that
yes.
Jago's actually a leak?
I can either confirm it or deny that I've talked to Patrick on
I
the side.
am the British spider.
Damn it.
So, well, I really appreciate it. So again,
it was Jago shooting Greg in the head. You looking in a window 100 yards away, and I've got the gun fucking pointed. Right,
You are a spy.
She'll never
Craft-
know it came from
Crafty,
me.
that one. Crafty.
It's this is my ventriloquism gun.
throw your voice, so to speak.
I
Yeah.
threw my gun shot.
Oh.
Curve the bullet, Veronica.
So
God, Jago does look like Morgan Freeman.
So if it's okay to, so it sounds like you thought the story was okay so far.
It was great art. Don't even.
Yeah, it sucked. It was terrible. What are you talking
Fucking
about?
booty.
Art, what the hell are you talking about? Yes, we've already. Yes, this was awesome. We've already told you, like in our more serious moments, the like using the place and the setting. It's been so good.
It's been
I'm
great.
so sorry that we have shat on John
no.
Le Carré's grave for fucking 3 months, whatever.
It's
Yeah,
been
so-
almost 6.
Well, we've been playing this game forever, and I wanted the trick with John Le Carré is that like it's not an action story, right? So it's
Right.
never going to end on a huge explosion or something like that.
Well,
And so I wanted the first chapter of this story. The first chapter was compromising Albie Graham. The second chapter was getting the film.
Yeah.
The third chapter is the ramifications of the film. And that's the end of the story, so to speak.
I want to point out, it doesn't end with an explosion. We literally have blown up a building. And literally Greg's head just exploded next to us. Like,
But in 2
I
years of doing this, like I love combat sessions.
We haven't
but
had
also, one. No. I mean, in 2 years of doing Black Lodge Trivia Night,
yeah.
like I love our combat sessions, but also some of my favorite stuff is just the mystery shit.
Yeah.
Like Liminal Horror was just a good story.
Yeah.
And for me, I am like I love good combat mechanics, but also I just love a good story. And
Yep.
anyways,
What I'll say about, I mean, people who've watched this know that we've barely touched Mythras as a system. But the reason why I wanted it, I mean, we dabbled a little bit with some skill checks. I added the 11th commandment dice for the spy stuff. But the reason why I really am glad to be using Mythras is because if anything happens, I know that in my opinion, it's got a really robust, good combat system. It's got solid, conflict over time mechanics that you can then use for like chases. Like it's got everything. It's very, I don't want to say it's like very Savage Worldsy, because Savage Worlds is like fast, furious fun, but Mythras, like I feel like it can handle like gunfire almost as well as it can handle like swords clashing. And so it's sort of been a relief knowing that had you gotten into a shootout at some point, I was like, yeah, let's go to combat and it'll do a decent job. It'll be a good job without being crazy.
That's the tricky thing, because like Liminal Horror has very it's so rules light that I was the opposite, right? Like, wow, I hope Art doesn't get in a fucking shootout. Because, and like it can, and it, like things have stat blocks and shit, but it's not gonna, there's no robust system to fall back upon if that happens.
Right. And I will say part of the reason why I did not use Savage Worlds for this is because the thing, when I've homebrewed Savage Worlds, what I found enjoyable about it was I could go find the pieces that were already out there, but I've never globbed pieces onto it. You know what I mean? Where here I globbed pieces onto it and I felt like I could figure out how those pieces would interact with what was already there. And I just, in my mind, I just couldn't square that circle when I was thinking about Savage Worlds.
Well, you did an excellent job putting this together. Well done. I'm looking forward to season 3. You can't, I know we're going to focus on Symbarome and hopefully get some Savage Worlds going or whatever's in store, but I'll have you know that whenever you're ready to get back in the saddle for season 3 of Spy Shit, Veronica's there.
Yep. So is Jago. Very excited for it.
Very nice. Yeah, it's, you know, you did the thing. You solved the mission, right? You got the film. That's what you're after.
Flawlessly, I'd say, right, Patrick? Like,
without
I
a hitch.
couldn't imagine it going better.
No notes. Yeah. Absolutely no notes.
Well, if anything, like exposed flaw in Finnish intercom system. Completely redundant when you're 4 feet away from someone with a window.
Well, you know.
I was honestly curious, like, were you going to torture the cop after you tortured the pilot and you tortured Albie and you tortured? But then
Veronica was not. Veronica was not, but I can't speak for Patrick.
I wasn't going to. No.
Okay.
No.
And I don't want to. I don't want to criticize that because the moment I had a chance to do something in Symbarome, I tortured a guy. So I'm not above it. But what I will say is I genuinely really enjoyed that. This is something I was always curious to see how it would work. And I really appreciate the chance to have gotten to do it. So thank you guys very much. And hopefully, we left on a moment where we can continue the next chapter. We sort of resolved a chapter, but it leaves you curious what happens next.
We'll pick up season 3 with a dice roll on Veronica's shot.
Oh, I'm not about closure. I mean, I could tell you what's on the film. I have it ready to go, but
it's going to edge us for the rest of our lives.
Right. That's the thing. We're never going to get to it because I'm like, oh, you know, there's that homebrew fantasy thing I've been thinking about. And then 12 years go by. But anyway, thank you guys very much. We are Black Lodge Trivia Night. Obviously, we are an actual play RPG podcast. If you are watching this, you've already found ish. Yeah. If you're watching this, you found our YouTube channel. If this is your thing, like and subscribe. If you prefer audio versions of our content, just search for Black Lodge Trivia Night wherever you get your audio and we should show up. As Matt sort of alluded to, we're going to do a slight programming change. We used to try and alternate to give GMs a chance to, if they needed time to prep, but we find it might be better just to like run and gun with a single thing and really get into it, enjoy it, bang it out, and then get going on the next one. So we're going to focus on Symbarome for a while.
Yeah, we're going to bang it out together.
What's that?
We're going to bang it out together, yeah.
So bang. Yeah. Thank you guys very much. And obviously we've got Discord if you want to jump into that. We talk about RPGs all the time. Follow us on Blue Sky, on whatever, Mastodon. Definitely on Mastodon. Very active. No, just wherever you want to follow us, go ahead. But yeah, otherwise, guys, thank you very much, and we'll hang out again soon. The in-session music was provided by Tabletop RPG Music and composed by Ian Fisher. You can find the Patreon at www.patreon.com/tabletop RPG music. That's all one word.